We have, I believe there's about 12 parcels or blocks. And it's just for identification purposes so that we can separate if we're doing oil or if we're doing a particular cure, because different fruit presents different flavor profiles, especially with olive oil, but also with table olives as well. So, for instance, these are Frontoyos. Frontoyos we make olive oil from. They don't make really good table olives, but you can make table olives from all fruit. So when people say table olives, they're just talking about harvesting by hand or machine, or we do it by hand, putting it into brine and, making it edible, taking out the bitter sugar, because the olive has bitter sugar in it that won't come out naturally.
You can't eat any olives just straight off the tree, right?
I hear there's a variety from Central Africa, seriously, that you can just eat off the tree. Flowering plants, especially roses, are the plants that tell you as a farmer what's going on. Things attack the rose first. So if you see your rose being attacked by nematodes, or usually it's like whitefly or scale or something of that nature, when you see the unhealthy rose, you better take quick action on your farm. If you want green, hot, bitter, acidic oil, press green olives. If you want a medium-bodied, use red ripe, in between green and black. If you want a very mild, golden olive oil, black. All olive trees are green. All olives turn black. Okay. There aren't black trees or green trees. My father's father came from Finland and married Lucille Gu. Lucille Gu, this is going to get kind of complicated. Lucille Gu is the granddaughter of Anastasio Gu. Anastasio is the son of Jules Gu. Jules Gu is the first person to bring olives to the western United States, and he's my great-great-grandfather. If you look in the historical archival information in Santa Barbara, or really anywhere, you'll read about Jules Emile Gu, who came from France. He came to Santa Barbara with 3 friends. He brought with him cuttings of grapes and olives. Well, him and his 3 friends, horticulture graduates from University of Madrid, so they studied in Spain. So the 4 guys landed in Santa Barbara on a boat. The night before they were supposed to leave, Jules went to a party at Casa de la Guerra, which is still here. The casa is still in Santa Barbara. And he fell in love with Maria Canedo, a descendant of the Presidio. And that's my great-great-grandmother. So he stayed and the other guys left, and he never left. And I'm a product of that meeting and marriage. And I'm also a farmer based on my family's heritage. So
did they farm a lot of things, or was it?
They were the first guys to plant commercial olives and commercial grapes in the western United States, and make wine and olive oil. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, baby. Hi, baby girl. You see their little kids? There's only one harvest per year.
Okay.
One fruit per year. It happens in May, and then in June, Mother Nature will drop the flower to the ground. So when you see the ground, all the flowers at mid-June, then you look at the tree and it will tell you what the tree is going to hold. So everything that's left will become fruit. So right now it looks, you go, wow, shit, you're going to have a great crop. But until the June drop happens, you don't know. But it looks like a really good crop. Because look how thick that is. So even if half of that fell, look at how much there's going to be.
How many olives there would be, right?
Yeah, this is a boatload right here.
Now this is a pretty mature tree. Has it been here a while?
Yeah. Yeah, this is 25 years.
Okay. And do they produce more as they get older, or less, or?
Trees produce for about, well, they'll live for 1,000 years, 2,000 years. They really can live that long. I have heard that they still produce 1,000 years from now. The optimum is about 10 years to maybe 120, But I've had older farmers tell me, you know, when they get to be 60, 70 years old, they're not producing as much.
I imagine
but that's a hell of a long time for a fruit tree. For you talk to any farmer with avocado, you got to replant, you know, and any tree that lasts 100 years and is still fruiting, I don't think there are any. I don't know, but I think the olive is one of the only ones that you could say, you know, lasts 100.
But it does take at least 10 years to get it to the point where
Well, actually, no. 5 years, you're going to get a crop. 5 or 6 years. But at about year 10, it's real mature.
Full.
Yeah, real full. So these are, well, that sign would tell you that those trees going all the way up the hill on that side are mission. Those are the original. There are really no indigenous olive trees because they were all introduced to our country. So they're, but if you talk to older, you know, third generation farmers, they'll tell you that Mission, Mans, Sevillano, Oscolano are indigenous, but they're really not. You know, they might be a couple hundred years old, but they're introduced species to our
Mediterranean.
Right. Yeah. They came from the Med.
Kind of.
Well, I hire about 30 pickers. Last year I think I had about 25 or 30. They come in for, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks. I'll show you. We can walk this way. We get harvest boxes. We put the harvest boxes at the end of the row. They use bags or buckets. You can come back and film, you know, during the harvest. And they fill their bucket, walk to the end of the row, and then they sort of gently dump them into what I'm going to show you. Then I have a tractor and it has forklift attachments on it. And I pick up the boxes, put them on our truck. We have a big flatbed truck. We bring them either down. Hey, kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty. Hi, kitty, kitty. This is Heidi's house. Heidi's the ranch manager.